Today we will discuss computer programming. Topics to be covered are computer programming, algorithm development, flowchart, coding, compilation and execution, debugging and testing, documentation, algorithm development in computer programming. An algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to solve a particular problem. An algorithm is an efficient method expressed as a finite set of well-defined instructions. The algorithms are language independent, that is, they are just plain instructions that can be implemented in any language, and yet the output is going to the same as expected. Characteristics computer programming. Well-defined input. All of its input should be well-defined. Characteristics computer programming. Well-defined input. All of its input should be well-defined. Well-defined output. The algorithm must clearly define what output will be generated, and it should be well-defined as well. Finiteness. An algorithm must be finite. The algorithm must terminate after performing required operation. Clear and unambiguous. An algorithm must be clear and unambiguous. Each step of every algorithm must be clear in all aspects and must lead to only one meaning. Algorithm development in computer programming. Example, write an algorithm to add two numbers and add the result. Step 1, start. Step 2, declare three integers a, b and c. Step 3, assign values to a and b. Step 4, add values of a and b and store the output in C. Step 5, print the value of C. Step 6, stop. Flowchart in computer programming. The next step after the algorithm development is the flowcharting. A flowchart is a graphical or symbolic representation of an algorithm. It is used in programming to diagram the path in which information is processed through a computer to obtain the desired result. Each step of the process is represented by a different symbol. The symbols are linked together with arrows that show the process flow direction. It's a finite list of instructions used to perform a task. If you were to follow the algorithm to create brownies of the box mix, you would follow the 3 of 5 steps process written on the back of the box. Flowchart computer programming. Start event signals the first step of a process. A process is a series of actions or steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. Decision is the action or process of deciding something or of resolving a question. And event symbol stand for a result of a process. Coding in computer programming. The next step after designing flowchart is the coding. Coding is the procedure of the instruction into computer programming language. Programming languages can be divided into two categories, low level and high level language. Low level machine oriented language. A low-level programming language is a language that contains basic instructions recognized by a computer, that is, it provides little or no abstraction from a computer's instruction set. Architecture command or function in a language map closely to processor or processor instruction. Low-level languages are difficult to learn and use. These languages are machine dependent. Coding in low level, machine oriented language. These languages have been designed to give a better machine efficiency, that is faster program execution. Another type of low level language is the assembly language. We write the assembly language program in the form of mnemonics. Every machine provides a different set of numbers to be used for that machine only depending upon the processor that the machine is using. Coding in high level language, problem oriented language. These languages are mainly oriented to describing the procedures for solving the problem in a concise, precise and unambiguous manner. Every high level language follows a precise set of rules. They are developed to enable application program to be executed on a variety of computers. High level problem oriented language. These languages are machine independent. Languages falling in this category are Fortran, Basic, Pascal, etc. These are easy to learn and program may be written in these languages with much less effort. But the computer cannot understand them and they need to be translated into machine language with the help of other programs known as compilers or translators. Compilation and execution. Set of instruction of the high level language used to code a problem to find its solution is referred to a source program. A program that is written into high level language is not directly understood by computer. So, we need to translate it into the format which can be understood by the computer, that is the machine oriented language. And this translated program is known as object code. The conversion from high level language program into low level language program is done by software called compiler, and this process of conversion is called program compilation. The object oriented program is executed to perform calculations, compilation and execution. This stage is the execution phase. Data, if essential by the program, are provided now and the result are obtained on the output device. The process of identifying and removing the error, bugs from the program is known as debugging. This activity begins after the program fails to execute properly. Testing is the process of verifying and validating that the program is bug free and solving the problem with handling all the exceptions. Debugging and testing. Some common errors which might occur in the programs include uninitialization of variables, reversing of order of operands, confusion of numbers and characters, inverting of conditions, that is jumping on 0 instead of on not 0. Documentation. Some common errors which might occur in the program include uninitialization of variable, reversing of order of operands, confusion of number and characters, inverting of conditions, that is jumping on 0 instead of not 0.